Hi, I'm Libby Gibson, Town Manager. Welcome to What's Going On in Town Government. We are Skyping with Gino again, who is in Thailand.
I'm at Chin's Resort in the southeastern part of Thailand. It's it's a fascinating place. It's you would not believe it to see it here. It is so charming. It's each house that he has here is similar to like a Nantucket cottage. He's made it, even though you're in the jungle, it feels a little Nantucket. It's really great.
The signal is somewhat iffy, but
Yeah.
we're going to make do. You At this selectmen's meeting last week, we had not only a selectmen's meeting, but a county commissioners meeting. At the county commissioners meeting, the board discussed the extension of the Milk Street bike path from Hummock Pond Road, where it either starts or ends, depending on your perspective, and it will proceed up Milk Street to Mount Vernon. So we were discussing the design and some potential takings that may be needed there.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
When is that? When will it be done?
Should be done before summer.
Wow. Okay.
Hopefully by Memorial Day or
Excellent.
thereabouts. Yeah, it'd be really good.
Definitely.
At the board meeting, sorry?
I say that's a great idea. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. At the board meeting, we were supposed to have a hearing on setting the tax rate, but we were waiting for some final approvals from the Department of Revenue, and those did not come through. So that hearing is rescheduled for December 2nd. We talked about barbecue and fish house entertainment license, and there was a bit of a technical difficulty with the application, so it's going to be, what do we do with that? I think it's going to be reheard, or part of it got approved and part of it's going to be redone. We discussed an offer that Remain has made to the town to provide the services of an independent consultant to help further some of our housing initiatives, specifically the housing at 2 to 4 Fairgrounds Road. We've been talking about this for a while, and I can't get it off the ground because there's too many other things going on. So another person coming in is going to help us out. His name is Tucker Holland. He is from Nantucket and was away doing some things for a while. Now he's back with his family. So that'll be helpful.
What is that about? Now, wait a minute. Remain Nantucket is getting involved in this project financially too?
Yep. They were involved about a year ago. We started talking about what they might be able to do to help with getting the housing off the ground. Actually, maybe it wasn't quite a year ago. Okay, I'm going to back up. As you know, there was a workforce housing needs assessment last spring. And the conclusions are basically that there is not enough rental housing here to house all the workers we need to run the place. So we started talking about, Remain offered the services of an architect to help develop some conceptual designs at the 4 Fairgrounds property. And we went down the road with that, and it hasn't really progressed too much further because there's not really anybody to make it move. I just can't dedicate that kind of time unless I'm going to drop
everything. Isn't it financially a good deal for us?
Oh, well, also that the housing, what we haven't really figured, another thing we haven't figured out with the housing is who's going to pay for it. Are we going to put this land out to an RFP, a request for proposals, to allow a developer to come in and develop it for us based on what we would like to see there? Are we going to hire somebody to do that? I don't think we are. I think we're going to engage a developer to do it. But there needs to be an RFP developed. There needs to be an agreement prepared. There are a lot of details that need to be figured out, and we need somebody to help us do it. So that's basically what the proposal is.
Sounds good. Now, does the public have input on this as well? Is it something that,
I'm sure that at some point they will, when the board has a discussion about the RFP, and then when we get the proposals back, if that's the route we're going to go. So yeah, there will be room for public input for sure. We want it to be nice, we want it to look good, and we want it to be effective. We also had our first quarter budget reports for the general fund and a couple of the enterprise funds, the airport and the water company. Those are always very, very interesting.
Yeah.
The board had
Does that mean that
all good.
it's all good? Okay.
The board had some continuing discussion about 2016 annual town meeting warrant articles. They talked specifically about the possibility of submitting a home rule petition to expand the room occupancy tax, which is the tax that is assessed by the state onto guest houses, inns, hotels, motels. The state gets a portion of that tax and the town gets a portion of it. And we've been discussing for a long time now whether to expand it to seasonal vacation rentals, which would in all likelihood be 30 days or less rentals. And obviously the intent is actual vacation rentals, not seasonal housing for workers or anything like that. A number of towns on the Cape have been pushing this as well. So far, it has not gotten the approval of the legislature. The board's a little mixed on it, but I think they would support something if the revenue is dedicated to something specific. For example, we talked about dedicating it to sewer projects.
I see.
So that may be something they're going to put on.
I'm sure the guest house like this idea too. They've been pushing for this for years, right?
Yeah, the guest houses do, the real estate offices don't like it.
I got it.
But maybe we can come around if we can explain more about how it would be implemented, which we need to figure out. I don't think it's particularly burdensome. At our next meeting, the next meeting will be on December 2nd. As I mentioned, we have that tax hearing. We're going to talk about warrant articles again. We're probably going to talk about July 4th activities. As I think most people probably know, we had a real problem with beach parties around the island last July 4th, particularly at Novedere. And we're working to get additional state police presence here for next July 4th. It would be a lot more effective from a public safety standpoint if we could maybe move some of the July 4th activities from the actual 4th to a different day. So the 4th is on a Monday in 2016. We were talking about maybe we do the fireworks on the prior Saturday or Sunday and the Main Street events on one of those days too, or perhaps Saturday. So it's just in the idea phase. We're going to have much more discussion about it at the next meeting.
Okay.
And maybe even more discussion after that. We have 2 HDC appeals, and the rest of the agenda isn't entirely complete yet, but that's what's going on here, Gino. And the Christmas trees are up downtown.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Are you doing
It's getting
the town does one normally, doesn't it?
well. Sometimes people decorate a tree outside of the town building.
Right.
That's all fine. It's all
Hey, so it's cold? Has it been cold or what? What's the
no, it's been fairly warm. I think Saturday it might have been a little chilly. What's today, Monday? It's a little chillier today than it was yesterday, and it rained a lot in the night and yesterday, but it looks like it's clearing up now. And I think it's going to be nice for the next few days, and then maybe get colder.
Yeah.
So Gino, about Thanksgiving, are you going to be in Thailand for Thanksgiving?
You bet I am.
Wow. You have turkey there?
No, not really.
No. You'll have Thai dinner. Oh, Thai food for Thanksgiving? That'd be awesome.
Authentic Thai food. This place is unbelievable. And I'm telling you, this place where Chin's Resort, to get here, Livy, was like the village is on stilts. They're all fishermen. It sits in the back of this village, and you have to walk across a sidewalk that is like 8 feet wide. People on both sides on a moped, and it's water on both sides. The whole village is on stilts until you get to this place, and then he's got like a little island behind this village of stilts. It is unbelievable, and there's no.
Are there other Americans?
No, I mean at the resort. At the resort, there's a German couple, an older German couple, and an older English, Thais, and it's just great. I love it. It's really beautiful.
You're like getting to be a native over there.
Well, I love it. What can I say? I love the food. The weather's nice, and it's nice being in a place like this. This is really authentic.
People are really nice.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
I just went out for a walk tonight, and I was blown away at how nice people were, smiling,
aw,
very sweet.
that's
It's
yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Okay, we'll have a really great Thanksgiving, and we'll touch base next week about where we're going to be Skyping again next week.
We will be.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Libby.
Thanks, Gino. See you later.
Bye bye.